Well, I believe I am live at 5:03. Okay, so I'm going to wait till we get some people on here. How is everybody today? Enjoying your 105-degree weather if you're in the Inland Empire, or maybe it's not that hot, or 80 degrees at the beach in OC. This is StreamYard, and I get on it sometimes, and I'm not sure if I'm live, but I'm definitely live, and I see people hopping on, so that's nice. What, let's see. I did, look at that. It's a big comment there. So let me mess around here. Okay. So this is, let me go up here. This is what I wanted to talk about today, is give you a bit of a market update. There's been a lot of stuff that, how do I get that off of there? Hide. Okay, we'll get that off of there. It's been a rough week for mortgage people, actually a rough few months. It's been good that we've been afforded the opportunity to help many, many families refinance into some amazing product that is going to really help people 15, 20 years from now. Probably one of my most favorite things is taking people out of 30 years and putting them into 15 and 20s. And we've been doing that pretty regularly in the low to mid twos. Most recently, you know, we've locked some loans in the ones, 1.9, 1.8. And then this week happened. Wish I had like a drum roll or something. So, okay, a few things. First of all, let's just talk about the market. So where we're at right now is in California real estate, specific to Orange County, Inland Empire, Los Angeles, San Diego. I have friends that do real estate up in the Paso Robles area, Santa Maria, and it seems to be a common theme. There is extreme shortage of inventory. The low rates have driven demand, and scarcity drives prices up. So when you don't have enough of something, the prices just go up, and that's what's happening. I'm seeing properties hit the market and they have 15 to 17 offers. The buyers that I have in the pipeline right now, I have with highly skilled agents, and these agents are really struggling to get offers accepted. All of my buyers are really just kind of sitting on the sidelines right now. They're going in and writing these strong offers, and they're just not getting accepted, because what is getting accepted is offers with extremely short contingency periods. For example, you write an offer on a $500,000 house. They have 15 strong qualified offers. You go back and you counter the top, 4 or 5 offers, and you tell them, look, I want to give me your highest and best, number one, and remove the appraisal contingency, remove the loan contingency, and do the inspection in like 3 to 5 days. So that's a tall order for a lot of people to swallow. And that's how most of these homes are getting their offers accepted. So for the faint of heart, it is not an easy task to get your offer accepted. A lot of people are turning to new construction. All right, so that's what's going on in real estate. Let's see. Okay, so on Tuesday, we had some word. I, along with a lot of my professional associates, follow many channels to be as updated as possible on all fronts, so that we're serving our clients and, getting loans in locked, floating, and following the market since March, April, when the market went up in March and rates went up. The rates didn't come back down for about 45 days. And so when you had loans that were not locked, and let's face it, loans are in all different stages at at origination to you're just talking to somebody. Maybe you haven't even ran their credit. Maybe you turned it in, but you're not sure where you're going to send it. So you have loans in all stages of production, let's say, and not all loans are in a position to be locked. And so a lot of originators were caught off guard when Tuesday the market seemingly just tanked. And when we say tanked, it's like, oh, those glass, what is it? Glass half full people will say, gosh, rates are still great. You can still get a rate in the threes. And that is true. That's all well and good and useful. But when you had your loan at 2.625 and it wasn't costing anything, and now that same loan is like 3% or 3.125 and might cost a little bit, well, yeah, it's still okay in the scheme of things, but it might not be enough of a benefit for that client to continue down the path of refinancing. Or like a jumbo loan that I looked at today, we had it 3% with no cost, and today it was at 3.5% with a 1.25% cost. So the movement, it happens overnight. It kind of comes down slowly, and then it can happen overnight. And then I remember talking to a client on Tuesday morning, as a matter of fact, telling him he should, take that 2.5% 20-year loan with a 1% cost. He's like, nah, I think I'm going to wait another 30 days. I'm like, all right. So what happened was, so there were a few things that happened, and, nobody has a crystal ball, especially like right now, things are so, what's the word? Uncertain, right? We're in these very uncertain times. And I thought the last couple of months, all we need to do is find a virus and this stuff is going to be done and we can move on. I mean, so to speak, right? Move on cautiously. And, but I felt like that would bring a big correction to the rates. And the rates are largely acting as a stimulus for a lot of people, giving monthly debt relief, cash out, skipping payments. There's a huge amount of relief being given to people via mortgage refinancing right now. And I look at it as like stimulus. And so I thought if a vaccine came out, that would be the end of that. But so there are a few things. Russia supposedly has a vaccine. Unemployment numbers came out, weren't that bad. So we had a bit of a correction. The biggest thing out of left field that really super sucks, though, is Mark Calabria, the head of the FHFA, just came out and said across the board, you will be paying a 0.5 point on all loans. So if I had a loan locked at 3% and it wasn't costing anything, well, now all of a sudden that loan cost 0.5 point. So on a $400,000 property, that could be $2,000. So in addition to this movement in the market, then all of a sudden we have this new fee that FHFA is a government-sponsored entity that oversees like Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. And so those loans, FHA conventional loans, are going to have that pretty much across the board from the things that I've been reading. And that all came out in a time when we're all just in a frenzy trying to figure out, okay, are we going to lock our pipe? The stuff that's not locked. Are we going to float? What to do? So you're just, paying attention to these online forums, talking to friends, reading, doing as much studying as you can do so that you do the right thing for your clients. And let's see. Hi, Julio. How are you? There's an agent that is killing it right now. This guy has gotten, I don't know, like 5 offers accepted in the last couple of weeks, it seems. Maybe it's been 3 weeks, but anyway, he is killing it. So way to go. Thanks for stopping by today. What I wanted to tell people is if you're in escrow for new construction, see if they have some kind of a long-term lock. Sometimes they have like 4 or 5 month blocks that you can fill out. If you're with a lender right now and your loan is locked, do everything you can to deliver conditions on time and to do things timely so your lock doesn't have to be extended. If your loan isn't locked, you have to have that conversation with your loan officer as to whether or not you should even continue in your refinance. There are a handful of people that I have where, for whatever reason, they're at a lender that has a long time frame. We're 45 or 60 days out. So we're not locking those loans. We're letting those loans float. And I feel like that's a good call. I do think this is temporary. So what I'm recommending is lock on the short term and float on the long term. And if you're considering a refinance, there's a lot of different elements that go into whether or not a refinance makes sense. You want it to have bang for your buck, but you don't want to unnecessarily add on $10,000 or $15,000 to your principal to save $75 a month. So if you're looking for someone to assist you with a strong, solid, honest eval on a refinance, pick up the phone and call me at 909-920-3500. And I do specialize in purchases. That's my jam. So if you're out there and wondering if whether or not now is a good time to step in and buy a home, pick up the phone and call or text 909-920-3500. Just going to see if anybody has any questions here. We're going to do that. Okay, I just posted something. I'm going to show that. That's my number. Those are my digits. Or you can slide into my DM too. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are about the market moving forward, or what challenges you've been having. If you're watching this on Facebook, a lot of times you don't catch the lives, but you catch the rebroadcast. Tell me some good news. Tell me some positive things that are happening out there. And as always, I appreciate the support of my social media family, and I want to send you some love and wish you well. And if you could do the same and comment or like below, that would be super great. So y'all have a wonderful day. Should we call it? I don't see any comments. Let's see what's going on here. This is Julio Arana, the agent that I told you is crushing it at getting his buyer's offers accepted. Alma. Rob Christmas sent a link to contact Senator and Congress on this. Yeah, I always think that letting people know how you feel about things is a good idea. I've recently contacted my people to let them know that I feel like the hair salon should open back up. And I mean, I don't know how much good it will do, but there's certainly a lot of us out there. And you know what, when I first read the order, I was just like, seemed kind of hokey. And then one of my friends, Brian Stevens, hi Alma, how are you? Nice to see you. He did a post today, and I just thought he just plain called it like a money grab. So they thought it's a good time to fill up their coffers and their reserves by adding this 0.5 point cost on to all of their loans. And at a time when borrowers are refinancing and doing the types of things that they're doing right now, to come in and do that, I don't know. I'm not, I don't know their motivation, or maybe it's a good idea. I don't know. That's why I'm not in charge of the FHFA. That's why I'm not Mark Calabria. Alma Karina. All right, guys, I love you, and I'm really going now. So leave comments and all that good stuff. Teresa Timms, President, TDR Mortgage and Real Estate Group in Upland, California, specializing in the California real estate market, specifically Southern California. And I love purchase loans, and I love helping families buy houses. So reach out to me soon. We're going to end the broadcast.